Cool. Hi everyone, and welcome to today's live stream. It's going to be an interesting one, I hope. So this is a box, and on top of this box is a box, and below this box is a box. It's a box. Yeah, it's a big jump from down here. And on the other side of the box and the box, there's another box. And basically, I treated myself to some more of the figurines from Bone Clones. Now, these figurines are anatomically correct artists' assistants or educational models. They are not toys. And I need to stress that these are not toys. These are for educational purposes, drawing aids, that sort of thing, hence the price. So I've got 3 big boxes and one weeny box. Let's see if I can bring you a little bit closer. Apologies about any noises in the background. I just can't keep people quiet, so we're just going to have to go for it. So in the previous time, I opened up 2 that I'd already got, and that was the horse and the running greyhound, both of which were absolutely stunning. And I've been really enjoying using. I'm feeling more comfortable with my drawing, and it's starting to get through my little thick skull what goes where, goes how, goes when. So these came today, huge box, lots of stuffing. I will give Bone Clones credit. They know how to package stuff. It comes in a big box, loads of packing shredders, and then these boxes are super hard. And then they've got polystyrene and other packing in. So these have flown across the sea and they're absolutely fine. This little box is a lot more flimsy and a lot tinier. And I have to giggle because this is to scale. This is the item that I believe is to scale. These other items aren't to scale. This teeny weeny thing here is. And I tell you what, let's start off with teeny weeny. Unless you guys tell me something different. I've just got to have a wiggle around. This is a big. And actually, I think that's enough space, isn't it? We just made a giant one. I haven't looked inside any of these boxes, so this is as big a surprise to me as it is to everybody else. Right, and this is an hand foot life cast. So it's not a real hand or foot, don't panic, but it is a cast taken of an animal. Now, this is interesting. So, I said about the other boxes being really well packed. This one, I can't feel any packing in. So this one hasn't got so much packaging. Ooh, oh my gosh. Okay, I didn't expect. Oh my god, this is wow. Right, bear with me. So they're cellophane wrapped, so not really any packaging. That's fair enough. They've travelled in between with this lot. They travelled well. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, that's actually. Oh my god, that feels weird. Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh, come on, camera, focus. Oh my god. There is texture all the way around. So to compare a human hand to the I's hand, this finger is designed to, it's very delicate, basically get inside of trees and hook out insects. So it's like a Swiss Army knife hand. And these pads here help for grip. You see that? Oh my god, it's freaky but awesome. I mean, they've got like the hand line detail. When they say life cast, they don't kid around. And yeah, this is to scale. So that's that hand. Oh my god, that's awesome. And I got this because I wanted to do more expressing it full body drawings. I do a lot of head drawings over on here. And I want to experiment more with drawing bodies, but I suck at feet. Feet, hands, I'm useless at, I will admit. So I thought, well, let's get something that's going to help me understand hands and maybe get my imagination going a bit more. So hence I got this set of my eye. So that's the hand, and then this should be the foot. Ooh, oh, it's bigger. Oh, wow. Isn't that awesome? Look at the detail in the pads. Now, a few of you have been wondering, why isn't it facing like that? So why isn't it doing that? Depending on if this animal was asleep, awake, you know, that side of things, will depend on how the life cast would have gone. If you've ever done that thing where you stick your hands in silicone or the clay, and then you have a model made of hands and things like handprints, you'll understand where I'm coming from on that. So yeah, there is a twist. Now, I'm trying to remember how these face, because some animals, like squirrels, can actually rotate their feet backwards. Oh my God, that is beautiful, though. Let's go a little stamp here, just to say it's a replica. So this is a hand and a foot. Isn't that neat? Absolutely gorgeous. Because I was thinking of getting, they do different primate hands, and they do the Jane Goodall chimpanzee to human hand cast. But a lot of the casts are quite expensive. This one was one of the cheapest ones. It was still over $100. So UK, I probably paid £100 for it. But to get two pieces, I thought was just good, better value for money. But this will help, hopefully, me have a better idea of how hands can work, the different shapes, how fatty tissue works on the hands, where you can get the pads. So these bits here would be the equivalent of these pieces here, yeah. And this is going to be such a big help to draw. But these are absolutely lovely. So bone clones, your life casts are absolutely brilliant. This is going to be handy. Boom, boom. So I'm very gently going to put those there. Nice and nicely. Gosh, I am chuffed. I am chuffed. So on to the next box now. Big, medium, or giant box. I think I'm going to do the most awkward one, which is going to be this one. So this is a company who provide bone clones with these figurines. I haven't bought from them direct because I wasn't sure if they were actually still trading, whereas I know Bone Clones is still trading happily, and we're all good. Got a good time with them. And this, here you go. This is a bear. It's a grizzly bear. It's a 1:12 scale, so it should be a sizable piece. Polyresin, you know, that stuff. And in this case, we're going to have one side fur, which is why you've got this on the image, this piece, and then one side like skinned. So now I did open these boxes very carefully just at the ends, because if you see me fight with sellotape, you know the struggle is real. And I swear I cut this, and yet it's not open. Right, let's get into this. Yeah, me and sharp pointy things, we do not get on. Yeah. Always remember to cut away from yourself. Right, there we go. Oh, hello, that's a little bit different. Right, let's see if we can do this laid down. So unlike my other two figurines, who are on long things, this one should actually stand up. Here we go. And these come out the boxes really nicely. You know how sometimes when you get stuff and it's literally stuck in the box. Empty box. Right. And we got the flyer. Oh, now that's cool. So I thought these flyers were all the same, because I've got one for the horse. I never got one with greyhound, but they're not. This one is actually for the bear. That's pretty awesome. I didn't expect that. And let's see. I think this one's a later one. So this is the guy I've got. So far I've got that one, and this one. So let's get this bear open. Bear with me on this. I've got to be super careful with this. This blade, it's this is a cricket blade, so it came with the machine. It is really sharp. I didn't expect them to be this sharp, but I don't want to go too deep. This one is really hard to not go too deep with. See if I can use my thumb now, which is a lot blunter. Okay. Right, go. Okay, I'll go all the way around, I think. Do any of you guys have models or drawing aids like the wooden people? If you do you think they help? Or do you just think they just don't help? I mean, I used to have the stick figures, well, the wooden ones, and I've got the wooden giraffe, elephant, and horse. Here we go, that's better. Take off. Right, here we go. Might keep that because that's important. Here we go. Hopefully, maybe. Seriously? Nope. I still don't want to open. I'm sorry about this. I'm honestly getting beaten up by a polystyrene box. Why don't you open? There's nothing. I don't like it when it does that sound. Where's it stuck? It's definitely not that side. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. One. What is it? Let's put that in there. Okay, first impression, beautifully packed. So, just double check those. Yeah. So this is the bear. All these figurines, as far as I know, come with a stand of some sort. And stands vary depending on what the figurine is and what pose they're in. So here we go, that's our stand. And you can see the information really nicely printed on here. And this is where our stand goes. Big, heavy acrylic block. Nice and fluffy underneath. Let's give it a salty. And then this is the big boy. So he's actually only standing on one foot. Oh, blimey. He's weighty. I did not expect him to be this chunky. I mean, yeah, he's a bear. He's a lot heavier than the horse. Blimey. Say hello to Mr. Bear. So here is his fuzzy wuzzy side. You'll notice it's in a browner colour. Here's our little foot attachment with pads. And a little tail. And we've got a little bit of inner leg work. And then this side is the anatomy. Personally, I think this is clever. I mean, yes, I would have liked to have seen the spine, and we got the branding just on there, but I still think this is clever. It shows the difference between how an animal is inside the fur to when it's outside the fur. Well, because if you've ever seen a picture of an owl, owls look lovely, big and fluffy. If you've seen an owl without feathers and you see the length of their legs, you can it's a completely different animal. And this is how I see this, is that this gives me ideas for different creatures with this sort of anatomy. And depending on the coat that you give it, short hair, longer hair, real shaggy coat, maybe a mane where you've got this build up of fat, because this would all be like fatty tissue. So you imagine that even thicker and fatter, and then a big mane, but then skinny fur all the way over. Poodle cut for a bear. But wow, that is beautiful. And loads of detail on the paws here. Nice big claws. So look at the back detail. Yeah, this is absolutely brilliant. So how does he stand? Oh, this is going to be such a help, because bears actually have, bears in a sense are a bit like humanoids, even though they're related to weasels and that sort of thing. Because can you see, you've got the arm, elbow, wrist, fingers, like ourselves, and the leg, hip, knee, ankle, tootsies. So for drawing humanoid creatures, this is going to be actually handy. Even though I got like humanoid figurines, this will just give me some possibilities with creature creation. Now, the moment of truth. Yes, he fits. So I turn it very gently. And the nice thing is there's actually enough room on the base to rotate. That's nice. Yeah, I like that. Oh gosh, he's chunky though. How's he look with my others? And his base is a lot deeper than the other bases, but that would be because I think it's got more of a drill in it, and also that extra weight. So the bear, yes, the bear is good. So next, I think we'll do this box. I'm leaving the huge one to last, I think. Now, again, I did try and open these. That bear just looks so regal. I can see why Aaron Blaze loves drawing bears. I wasn't ever too sure why you're fascinated about a mustard, a bear, an animal that, yes, it's got a really, really strong and important function in life, but I couldn't see the appeal of them. I suppose it's because I'm not keen on teddy bears. But when looking at that figurine, yeah, I'm going to be drawing bears. Actually, I need to do a lot of drawing. Where I have to work full time, drawing sometimes doesn't happen simply because I'm just too mentally tired. You've had a 10-day shift and you're just like, meh, I ain't doing nothing for the next 24 hours. Ooh, now this one's packed differently. So the first one, I just unboxed, that had polystyrene. This one's got the, ooh, how am I going to do this? Ooh. It's got that black fuzzy stuff. Let's have a look. And to anybody who's just joining, welcome to a little unboxing video. I'm just unboxing some new figurines that I've got from Evo Laboratory through a company called Bone Clones. These are anatomical figurines to help me draw better. Here we go. Now this one, the box does look a bit different, I'll give that. Completely different package. Well, I think the difference in packaging will be due to when they came out. Ooh. Right. Is this different? Right, so we'll start with the stand. What's this sheet? Come on. Come on, baby. I don't want to pull you too hard and then. There we go. Now that's surprising. Now, what scale is this? This is now that's different. So from instead of having the clear acrylic, we've got a solid black one with feet. The rub stoppers. These are quite cheap feet, I'll be honest. So I reckon this one came out before the other ones. This feels like almost like a prototype. And the fact that they've had to put no animals were harmed in the creation of these products doesn't mean that they didn't use dead animals, but natural death, zoological deaths, that sort of thing. 1 to 10. I wonder how big this is now. Right, so chunk. So this should be a lion. Do I have to unwrap it again? I do. Right. Gosh, come on, packaging companies, have mercy on me. Right. Oh wow, that is smaller. That's much smaller. I'm surprised. Now you saw how big the bear was. Just checking if anything in here. No, I think we're good. Right, let's stay there. Wow, that is a lot different. Oh my god, that is gorgeous. Before you freak out, this is deliberate. This feels a completely different material. It's dry, whereas the bear is glossy and is light, majorly light, whereas this guy is a chonker. Wow, but wow, the detail. Now, this is to show inner muscles. And actually, I would say the cast isn't as clear cut. So yeah, I think this is an older figurine. Wow, but it's still absolutely beautiful. So this is a running lion. It's a boy. So you'd have to imagine this animal with a big mane. Huge scraping mane around here. I love the eyes and the expression. Oh God, can you, camera, work. You see the teeny weeny teeth in there? I mean, that is beautiful. It's weirdly different. I mean, the throat isn't quite as detailed, definitely not. But that is still an absolute stunner. Now you'll notice that the spike is coming out from here. This is simply because this is a turning lion. Oh my God, the little feet. This feels much more fragile than my other ones. But it's absolutely beautiful. Oh, the little tootsies. Oh my gosh. I don't know if the camera can pick this up. The claws are tiny. Wow. This is beautiful. And you can feel the nubblies of the spine. So, yeah, the ribs are there. So if you needed to work out those muscles, you just look on this side, basically. Wow. But wow, what surprised me is the difference. The bear here, Big Bertha, weighs an absolute ton. It's glossy, heavy. This one is light as a feather. Doesn't feel like it's got as much detail, but it's still detailed and absolutely beautiful. So let me get the big bear boy back onto his stand. Like I say, this one's got a completely different stand. The others have got clear acrylic. This guy's got solid black acrylic. And then hopefully, there we go. Fits like a glove. And there we have it. Our running lion. Again, I can twist it. You can go underneath. This is why I love these figurines, is that if I put this on a slightly higher table, I can get a photo from right under here, like a worm's eye view. Or if I want to get the bird's eye view, I can just put the camera above. And because you've got that motion, and you've got the stretch and squash of the muscles, it just looks absolutely beautiful. He might be different, but he's good different. What? Wow. So there we have it. There's a lion. So I just can't believe these teeny weeny little claws. And they're sharp. Gosh, this one I'm going to have to be extra careful with, I think. Yeah, this one I think is definitely take a lot of care of. So tacky there. I'm just wondering. Yeah, it's just me being me. So yeah, I am happy with that. I mean, this will help again with animals in motion. And that's going to help me with my big cats. Crumbs, stop attacking everyone with your tail. But what a difference in scale. I mean, mind you, 1 to 12 scale will probably be absolutely humongous. I always thought lions were huge. And then when I first saw a real lion, I was quite surprised at how small they were. And you know, stories like this gigantic lion, it's like, no, it's not that big. It's just a smart, intelligent carnivore. So on to the next one. All right, now this is going to be interesting because this feels very light. So I'm wondering which type of material it's going to be now. And I think, depending on the packing, it's going to depend on what we get. Here we go. And it is good news. It's a white stuff. So this, in theory, should be a more shiny material. So I think what we have got is different resins and polypropylene, polyplastics. Right. This one I'm just going to be a bit of a monster to get out. Right. Here we go. Slide it forward. Right. So let's see if we can get into this one. So as you can see, it's a crocodile. We got a number. Let's try and do it this way first. And this one. So this piece should come off. There we go. I mean, the black felt stuff, yeah, it's easier to open. But I don't know if it's as strong as polystyrene. Let's do this end. Right, I'm thinking that should be it. Right. That's where a little issue is. I didn't realise this. There's a little tiny tap here. Right. I've been around this box multiple times. Here we go. Here we go. Ooh, and different again. You smell bad. Right. I mean, mate. I'm going to put that off. So, first thing we'll start with is the base. Oh, no, this is different. So, this must be a more modern one. Here we go. So, we've got our clear base, and this time it's round. The depth is, again, pretty chunky. Not as chunky as the bears. And we've got, instead of the metal bar, we've got a flat block. Bottom is fuzzy with little feet. And you've got your information. Now, I'm going to have to move a couple of guys over here because this one is a long one. That's what she said. And the angle of this is a bit different. Now, I got this one because quite often when I'm trying to draw dragons, even though I can look at dog and cat and other animal anatomy, it's hard to find the poses that I want. That's why all of these are so important and unique. And this one is going to help me with flight, hopefully. And this is freaky looking. So yeah, it's the shiny stuff again. So say hello to our crocodile. So the head is going to be a big help for drawing reptilian creatures. And you'll notice it's brown in certain areas. This is to replicate skin. We do have teeth. Not many, but we do have teeth. That's amazing. The nice big muscles. The underside, not so much detail. But then this animal actually, oddly enough, doesn't have the same level of detail in its muscles. I think it's because of diet and environment. But you still got the chest muscles, the ribs, you know, the little hands. And they do have little claws, teeny little claws. So unlike the bear, which is half and half, this one is like quarters. So you've got this lovely tail. And that is so handy. This detail. At first I wasn't keen on the idea. And then I thought, you know what, when I'm drawing dragon scales and I want to get the scoots and whatnot on here, this is perfect. And something I struggle with certain reptiles and amphibians drawing is I always end up putting extra bone in the hip. So I turn them into mammalian joints instead of reptilian or amphibian. This is going to be a major help because I've got no excuse now. And you can see the flatness of the animal. This is literally designed for water efficiency at the end of the day. Isn't that gorgeous? The little fingers. And how does this guy fit on the base? Oh, here's our thing. So unlike the other ones that can oscillate and rotate, this guy's in one position only. But I can easily take him off. And I can probably, in all honesty, I could probably make another stand. Or just make a mould of this. And do different poses. Let's see. Please fit. I've got you the right way around, haven't I? Oh, something's gone. I can feel some of it. I don't want to force this. Right, I might have to do this sideways. If in doubt, change the angle or the angle. Yeah, that's definitely right. Right. I don't want to push down too hard because this table's been making some weird squeaky noises. of, I can feel it, but I can't quite get it right. That I'm going to play with. I think this is me not being able to get the ankles right. Oh, no, hang on. There we go. Oh gosh, that's tight. Oh my god, that is effective. Right, I don't want to force it down anymore. But I think that's pretty stable. And probably could go down a couple more millimeters. Yeah. So it almost makes the, there we go. Base is almost invisible. So that is the crocodile, and the pose that you get is like that. Which you've got to admit is pretty neat. The whole curvature, the whole splish splosh. The coming to get you kind of, I mean, that for working out foreshortening and the coming to get you vibe is absolutely perfect. So, I love the angle. Just so muscular. Very cute. So, the crocodile, absolutely stunning. I mean, I love the way, I love the fact that they fit on their bases completely differently. And when I look at this crocodile and the way it fits on the base, that is just, that is seamless. And then our lion is definitely different. He is definitely a different boy. I think he knows it. I love the curvature, the motion. I mean, that is going to have so many uses. And then our big Bertha of a bear, who's camera shy apparently, who's going to come in here. Let's move this in box. No one moves these. And they are so different. And then of course I've got my little eye hands. So by combining all of these pieces, it's going to help me draw so much. And of course, then I've got my originals, which I had before, which got me into collecting these figurines, which is my stunning greyhound, who again is a running pose, and my lovely walking horse. Your face. So overall, would I recommend Bone Clones as a company? So my first time round, I did have the joy of extra payments through shipping. I think I got caught in customs, and my price did get shot up a lot. This time round, because I was buying more and a higher expense, I didn't seem to have those issues. The items arrived promptly, perfectly packaged. Thumbs up to FedEx. You did good. You did good this time. Even though you spelled my name wrong, you still did good. The quality of them is absolutely beautiful. The poses of them are absolutely stunning. These are beautiful anatomy figurines for drawing and education. I mean, this bear one's perfect for education because it gives you the idea of what's inside the fur. I'd love to see more skeletal bits on this company. And then the eye hands, my first life cast. I think these are quirky and cool. Disturbing as well. Just sit here and massage my hands and my feet. Someone asked for foot massage. Yeah, massaging my feet right now. But yeah, absolutely stunning. These do feel delicate. These do have an element of delicacy to them. These figurines, the greyhound, the horse, the crocodile, and the bear do feel strong. There are parts of them, yes, that do feel delicate, like the fingers, the teeth. Those areas are going to be fragile. That's why these aren't toys. These are figurines for a reason. The lion does feel more delicate than the others, so especially those tiny little toes and claws. I mean, they're just razor sharp as well. So hence these are going to be special occasion kind of when I need to draw something, they come out. Otherwise they go safe somewhere. So yep, shout out to Bone Clones, another amazing product. Well, shout out to Avloot for another amazing product, and Bone Clones for providing another amazing product. It's going to be a while before I can get the next lot, but I think it's worth saving up for. So if anybody is struggling with drawing animals and you can save up a bit, scrimp a bit, save a bit, go and wash a few cars, go and mow a few lawns, quite a few actually, and save up and get one of these figurines, I would say it is well worth it, because you are going to get a lot of usage out of it. If you're doing animal pet portraits and you've got a fuzzy photo or something, and this will help you understand the anatomy of the animal so that you can replicate that and then put the fur on top. So there's a lot of uses for these. I absolutely love them. Best things ever, and I'm going to have so much fun drawing on these. And I mean, these little hands, as I say, are going to be absolutely brilliant, hands and feet. So yeah, so there we have it, the latest addition to my collection. And I hope this has inspired everybody to have a look at different anatomy models. Don't just... Toys from a toy shop will only get you so far. If you can, have a go at upgrading to an artist grade, anatomically correct figurine, and it will help you so much. So until next time, all the best and happy drawing to you all.